Hey, this is part two. So if you haven't watched part one, you might get more out of this if you watch the first half. There's a part two, moo moo moo, because I'm breaking through something. Like a cow that was fenced in and is breaking out of the cage, breaking through the barrier and running into the Wild West, the open frontier. Forgot to say I'm your master cosmologist, head cheerleader to the stars. I just produced today's energy bite message and it wasn't coming out. It was very, very stuck. My words were slow, my brain was slow. This day is my C word, the asteroid C word, and I'm breaking through something right now. And it's a big deal. It's a big deal for the entire world. So let's do this together, shall we? This is kind of like not endorsed by the current powers that are falling out of relevancy. It's not supported or endorsed by the system that's going defunct and out of commission. So I'm just gonna put it out there and just say the ding ding thing. I had at the end of the transmission, I had these three cards together, which was the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Swords. I had it placed like this. When I hit stop, I went out to my wild rose bush and smelled and really wondered what was going on with me. Why was I such a hot mess? I'm a hot mess right now too. It's because what is being pulled out, exhumed, is so disruptive to the way the world works, which is very dysfunctional and corrupt, that it's going to cause some people to have a cow. Have a little hissy fit when the truth is exposed, when it gets out there. I first was thinking that some days we make a masterpiece, and some days we produce a pile of crap. And eternally, that's going to be a struggle, for the rest of my existence. That's going to be a 50-50 continuum. There's going to be two sides of the scale. There's going to be days where it's somewhere in the middle. Sometimes it's going to be a blend of crap and perfection. And today's definitely leaning on the crap side as far as production and quality of lighting and my ability to communicate and my ability to be clear. Those feel like hot garbage, like a dumpster fire right now. But the meat and potatoes of the message, I think, is pure gold. I started to feel like I was going to vomit, and I felt like I was dissolving and digesting myself, and I felt super uncomfortable. It was doing this scorpionic transmutation, reconfiguring me. And I sat down back at the desk to record Capricorn's message. I was like, no, something's coming up. I had a thought a couple days ago, which was once we attached money to creation, we really screwed the pooch. We really fucked things up for ourselves. I was having this thought process of how creative I was as a child. And then when I had to get a job and attach work and creativity and production and productivity to money, that permanently damaged me. It screwed up my psyche. It just put a huge damper, a spell, a funky funk on the very act of creating. I was remembering how many hours I could sit and play with my spirograph. If you couldn't pay me to sit with my spirograph anymore, like how sad is that actually? That something that I did freely and was hours of enjoyment and just play and pleasure and intrigue and wonder and just seeing what results I could produce with no object, no goal, no monetary value, no paycheck, or you know what I'm saying, attached to it. It's like as soon as I attached work and creation to a salary, it ate away at my creativity over time and it stole from me. It robbed something very precious from me and from all of us. This Venus symbol covered with coins screams prostitution, and that we're breaking up this attaching money and selling our bodies or getting paid to produce, getting paid to procreate. There's something really icky and gross here. And it feels like these coins are going to get removed from the body, just blown off forever, where she detaches the act of procreation, creation, making, working, producing for anything less than pleasure, She just detaches completely to this monetary system. And the Ace of Swords, it's just going to be such a piercing concept to sever it. It will set you free. It will liberate you. I feel like that exhumes the old ways and restores something very precious to our inner child. She's nursing a child. Right before I recorded the first message, I was doing some mirror gazing and trying to see my inner child in my reflection. I began to see a lemniscate around my eyes, and my eyes began crossing, and I was merging my inner child with my current self, very much like this image here. I also saw myself as a raccoon. I had raccoon eyes, like I'm a bandit of some sort or some sort of criminal ringleader, just by speaking against what presently runs the world, the manner of doing business, how we conduct everything right now. I feel like I'm gonna pull another card here. The Four of Swords. This reads as a secret passageway, and that secret passageway is the secret garden. I don't know if you read that book or saw that movie when you were a child, but it was one of my favorites, The Secret Garden, where once you pierce this concept, when you sever it, when you just, I don't know, it's almost like this idea just bursts through your crown, through your brain, and gives you an enlightenment moment. And you just step through that portal, you just step step through that secret passage and you enter the garden, you enter the new system, you enter a paradise because you can create freely. You can create freely again, just as a child would. You know what this is? It's a retirement. I feel like I'm gonna go to bed and like there's a card that remained on the table when I lifted the deck. It's the Six of Pentacles. Wow. It's a conversion. It's a conversion from one system of receiving money, needing to earn money, to create, to survive, for something entirely, a concept that we haven't tapped in millennia. That's hence the old school mind. It's an old way of thinking being brought back for the present, as a present, to the present. This is essentially the two hemispheres of our brain. You know, that concept just, it pierces right down the middle and reestablishes the old ways. Wow. I don't want to go too long with this. I'm going to leave it at that because it's a lot to even. Ooh, the Challenger. It's challenging. This reads as the old monetary system even, which has so much to do with the feminine form being sold and prostituted. Sex and money interchanged in the most non-sexy system, a demeaning, degrading system, one that hinders those who are conceptually free and keeps others chained to being sex slaves. I'm challenging something. I'm telling you, I'm telling this world no more. We're not attaching money to the woman's body any longer, to anybody's body. We're not, our bodies aren't for sale. Our bodies aren't for sale. Our flesh isn't for sale. Yeah, it feels like I'm going to be met with a lot of really angry, pissed off opposition. Like, come at me. Fuck your system. Fuck your abuse. Fuck your abuse. We're fucking done with it. Harming women, it's harming children. It's time for the men to say no, you know, like fucking grow a set. Shut this shit down. That's your job. That's your fucking responsibility as a soldier. I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. Probably going to go into a deep rage and a deep process after this. Maybe we'll do Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. It's probably going to bring up some interesting stuff because I was channeling Capricorn needs to end some Grinch, Scrooge energy. So here we go. Here we go. We are defying and challenging this the very basis of all economy and everything on this planet. We need to band together and hold strong because we're going to be met with some really intense opposition as we dismantle this shit. All right, everybody. I'll catch you later. Bye.